Well, hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Shani. I'm a part-time reseller and I have a ship with me. It is early in the morning on Friday, June 20th. So I did not do a ship with me last night because I had people at my house. So I have been doing my ship with me's in the evening time when I get home from work, and then I just had I had a group of girls over, and they didn't leave around till around 9, and I was just tired and ready for bed. So I decided to just do my ship with me this morning, and then I ended up being up half the night sick. So it's my stomach. It Every once in a while, I've got one of those stomachs where if I eat something wrong, I pay for it. And so I paid for it last night. So I'm not feeling the greatest. I had a lot of work today with my job, and I'm feeling that like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this today. But I have to do my ship with me. So I did order a pickup. So thank goodness. I'm actually, and I don't feel the greatest when I don't down my first cup of coffee. I'm just kind of been sipping on it. And so, and truthfully, I'm like, do I even want this? But here it is. I have my pajama pants on still. I've not even brushed my hair. And this is my real life. Welcome to the chaos. I will say, I have felt really down over the last week and a half just because sales were down. And this is an example of why you continue to list and why you still work and post things for sale. And even when you are not making sales, and even when you don't feel the greatest, this is an example of why. Because I have some good sales. I have 6 items going out. One was a sale early this morning. I went ahead and counted it on yesterday's just because it was sold when I woke up. So I'm going to show you what they are and get them shipped out today. This is the one. I will say all of these are eBay, except for one. I do have one Poshmark sale, and it's actually the best one. So, okay. This is a very long tail item. It is a Who What Wear women's boutique floral birch dress, open back, size large, new tag. Who What Wear was a Target line. I don't even know if they still are a Target line. I'm sure one of you guys know, but I actually am surprised this didn't sell. This brand can do okay. I mean, for, Target clothing. But it is so cute. Okay, let me figure this out. Okay, so here's the front of it, and it's a cute little, oh, here's the back of it. See how it's open back? Okay, that's the back of it. I'm just like, what is happening? Is it inside out? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. I was like, something's wrong. Okay, front of it, very cute, ruffle straps, and then the back has this bow up high, and then it's an open back. So super cute. I have had this. I don't even have the cost of goods down because I've had this so long that I'm having to really lint roll it, and that's annoying. But it sold for $12.99 early this morning sometime. Let's see, they used a 10% off coupon in my store, and my net profit is $9.72. So I am glad to get it off my rack. It actually wasn't on one of my old hangers. I must have changed it, but I absolutely know this is from before I even moved here, which was over a year ago now. That seems kind of weird for those of you that have followed me that long. It doesn't seem like I moved here a year ago, but anyway, I did. So I am super glad to see it go. I guarantee I got this either at one of my trip to the bins or a bag sale. It is so, I mean, I think it's so cute. If I, if it would have been my size and the whole open back wouldn't have looked bad, then I maybe would have kept this. It's a really cute summer dress. Okay, it's just like, because it's been hanging, so unfortunately there's a lot of little danders, and for some reason it's kind of like that cotton material that wants to stick everything to it. Okay, let me refill this. Yeah, I'm hanging in there this morning. I'm one of those people, I absolutely do not like calling in sick to work. I think it's just my background, probably my age and my background, and I was raised where you just work no matter how you feel. You just work. And then when I started with EMS, I was an EMT and a paramedic for several years, and you only had a 4-man crew, so if you were off, they were short. And so a lot of us worked sick. Like, if we didn't feel well, we were there, and then the boss would just kind of let us lay down when we were off, like we didn't have calls or anything. He was pretty good about just letting us chill, but it's just in my nature to work. And the older I get, the harder that is, especially when I don't feel well. But it is what it is. I know I already had a really busy day scheduled, so okay. So what'd I say? 972, and this is a 10 by 13. So okay, I'm just gonna grab. This is actually a last year's item as well, so I don't have the cost of goods for it. But I feel like it was the end of last year. I think I got them here. But they're a pair of men's Vans shorts, size 38. And I am pretty sure I got them at the Goodwill here on like 75% off day. And yeah, they were in my inventory system, but I had marked them as an old inventory. So these sold for $15. So I don't have a cost of goods this year. My net profit is $11.95. So, and they are also going out in a 10 by 13. Have quite a bit of going out just because yesterday, I couldn't ship the previous days. Okay, it's hot in here, but I don't want to take my flannel off because I got a tank top on and it's not a flattering tank top. Okay, you guys, you saw me take a chance on these really because of my husband. But if you remember, let me see, when did I buy these? I bought these on 6/7, so June the 7th, and I bought 6 pair of reading glasses. They're an expensive brand. This is what they look like, and I've already kind of wiped them down. It's got kind of a piece of lint or something on it. Okay, so these are the Caddis D28s. They are black frame reading glasses, 2.0 blue light blocking. You can tell they have that blue light in them. These, I took an offer of $75 on these. I think brand new, these are around $120. I got these at a garage sale, and it's like this mission group that They do really cool things for different, you know, reasons. So they have 4 huge garage sales every year, and they had 6 of these, and they were all marked. So this one was $30 a piece, I remember, and I knew my husband was like, do it, just take a chance, you'll sell it. He's very much a risk taker, and I'm not. So if he wouldn't have been there with me, because comps, you know, I could tell they were gonna sell, but it was kind of one of those, like, are they gonna sell for, you know, what I want to make a good profit? And you know, because I was paying $30. So anyway, I took a chance because he was telling me to, and these sold for $75. So after everything was said and done, my net profit ended up only being $21.24 on these, but my cost of goods was $30. So I paid $180 for all of the glasses. Let's see. Yeah, so that would have been 30 a piece. Yeah, I was thinking it was 30 a piece. So yeah, so 30 a piece, $75, took an offer. I think I had these listed for 80 maybe, or 85. But anyway, I'm happy. The first one sold, and I definitely accepted it. And I actually have another one that sold. You're gonna see that. So thank goodness they're starting to sell, and I am gonna recoup my money on it. Because I've kind of given him a hard time, like, I better sell these things, because I did pay quite a bit for them. And so he was like, see, I told you. So anyway, but yeah, so made back $21.24 on this pair. So I'm happy with that. And it's gonna go out in one of those little boxes I had to put together. I bought a whole case of these at a pallet place that's down the street from me. Man, I haven't been there forever. I really kind of haven't went a whole lot this year. And now that I'm working days, it's just, yeah, I'm not going to. Okay. So this is another Madame Alexander doll. Let me find it. I did not write when I bought this, but I did over here. June the 3rd. I bought this on June the 3rd. So it's not very long ago. I got these in a whole bag of dolls together. I paid $13.98 for the whole bag. So I've already sold one. It sold for $9. My net profit on that just on Wednesday was $7.56. And then here is this one. She's a cute little thing. She's a Madame Alexander Vintage Little Women Amy doll, 8-inch. Look how cute she is. She's super cute. So some of the Amy dolls can go for a lot. The really old ones can, or certain sets can. This one wasn't one of them, unfortunately, but she was really cute. I knew she would sell. I posted her for $14.99. I got an offer for $12, and I just accepted, because, you know, I'm not a doll seller, and it's a couple bucks. That's the way I see it, is it's a couple bucks and it's out of here. I'm making my money back, which this one does. With this one and that other one, I have definitely made my money back. So it is gonna go in this reused Amazon box. And I'm gonna do this off camera, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do a box and a bag. So this is gonna fit in here, and it's gonna go that way. So 12 bucks. I did not consider my cost of goods in here just because It's kind of hard when you have a whole lot of something and you've broken them up. I did not figure it out individually, but so my cost or my net profit on the doll is $10.35 without considering the cost of goods that I paid for the whole bag. So when you take the $10.35 and the $7.56 I made off of him the other day, I've definitely paid for the bag now. So everything else in there is definite profit. This was a good sale. I am so excited. I saw this one come across. I was so excited. Okay. So I picked these up on the same day, the same trip as the doll. I'm pretty sure. Yes, June the 3rd. And it is a pair of brass elephant bookends. I have another one in here. It looks identical. This is a vintage PM Craftsman cast brass bookend set, elephant with book, USA. It does have the stamp on the bottom. It was made in Florida. They are in amazing condition. They are very heavy. So I sold the pair. First of all, I bought the pair for $9.99. When I was shopping, they were not marked. And I asked the guy, you know, how much for this set. And if you've ever been to Red Rack, it can be kind of expensive sometimes. You really have to watch what you buy there. And he's like, let me go get a price for you. And I was thinking they're gonna market $20. And he came back and he said, how's $9.99? I was like, that's perfect. So I went ahead and I paid up for it, the $9.99. Turn around, I just got these listed a couple days ago, really yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, I think, is when I listed them. Sold it full price for $39.99 plus shipping. And so they did use a 10% off coupon in my store, so they saved $4. And my net profit is $18.39. You know, if I would have only spent a couple bucks, that would have been even more better, but that's okay. So I've got them all wrapped up, and you know, they're heavy, they're brass. I'm not worried about them chipping or breaking or anything like that, but so it's ready to go, and it is gonna go out. Yes, there it is. I'm gonna tape this off camera so you guys don't have to watch that. So, okay, I think that's all of my eBay sales, and now my Poshmark. All right, this is another pair of Caddis glasses, so I was super happy with that. I'm gonna get you the title. This is going out in priority since it is a Poshmark sale. And I just have it kind of, it's the number 4 box. Box 4, yeah. It's the little square one. But this is a set of, I don't think it delisted that. Oh, I hadn't delisted it for some reason off of eBay. I need to go. See, sometimes my Vendoo, I use Vendoo to cross post. There are times I really struggle. I really have a problem with Vendoo. These are the 1.5s, yes. Why did it not delist? These are the things you really have to watch because you don't want to sell it on another platform. Are you sure you want to delist? Yes, I do.
I don't have an answer.
Siri doesn't have an answer for me. Okay, so I've delisted it. These are the things you really have to watch as a seller when you are posting on multiple platforms, because if you sell it, if I never watched that and then I ended up selling it on eBay and I would have had to cancel that sale, that would ding me. eBay will ding you. It will hurt your seller status. So you have to really be careful. It's actually better if you sell one item At the same time, I have done that before. I've sold it on eBay and on Poshmark. I canceled the Poshmark because it hurts you less than if you cancel on eBay. Now, if the person bought it first on Poshmark, I am honest and I do cancel the eBay. But if it kind of sells the same day and it's like back on back sales, I will cancel the Poshmark, and it's just because my seller status. So that's the one thing I like about Vendoo, is because it does delist, but for some reason I've never had it not delist from eBay when something sells on Poshmark. So now I'm like, why did it not work? But this is a Caddis Root Analysis Readers Glasses 1.0 blue light blocking. They're kind of a cool rad looking tan color. So these sold for $81. $81 I sold them for on Poshmark. So after the 20%, and for some reason my Poshmark offered them shipping discount, which I thought I had stopped doing that, but it did, and that's okay. So after everything's said and done, and I paid the $30 for those, so my cost of goods came out, my net profit is $32.48. So $32.48, making some of my money back on those. So I have 4 more pair to sell. But I am super happy. It was a good day. It was such a good day. And it was like, oh, thank goodness, like finally I'm making some sales. So thank goodness we have 3 more days, today, Saturday and Sunday. And so hopefully, this streak continues. But anyway, I've got to get ready and figure out my day, and I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will see you later.